Good morning, my lovelies. Beautiful people, I know that you slept well. This black screen is intentional. This morning meditation of motivation is meant to be listened to before you ever get up out of the bed, before you start your day. Because I found that the first thoughts you have every morning set the course of your day, whether you realize it or not. Depending on whether you think positive, affirming thoughts or negative, defeating thoughts, your brain responds by sending serotonin, dopamine, oxytocin, the love chemicals, or cortisol, adrenaline, the stress chemicals coursing through your body, and it sets your entire day. So you, my friend, must be intentional. You cannot leave your thoughts to mere chance or randomness. No, you must be the master of your own thoughts. The Bible says, as a man thinketh, so is he. That is why I realized that it was very important to be intentional about my thoughts. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. If you're in a happy relationship, then you most likely look forward to Valentine's Day. It's a day when people give gifts and send that special person something special or say something special to them. But if you're single, if you're widowed, divorced, if you're in an unhappy relationship, that day can be stressful. So I'm here to talk to you today about you, about loving yourself. Do you realize that you are who you've been looking for? So stop looking for more unless you're looking in a mirror, because it's about time for you to clearly see that you are who you've been looking for. And that empty feeling you got, that hole in your chest, you've only got that feeling because you think you're not blessed with everything that you need. You see, we live in a consumerist society, which means they need you to buy stuff. And the easiest way to sell it to you is to tell you that you're not enough. Buy this car, you'll get the girls. Buy this bra, you'll get the guys. And we're seeing it so much that we start believing the lies. But the truth is, the makeup they're selling to make you feel prettier is the same makeup you buy to stop feeling shittier about this lie they're telling you. They keep telling you that you're not enough. What about the movies? We watch shows on TV. The more I watch, the more I see I need you to complete me. And yes, love is the answer. Love is the key. But if you can't love yourself, how are you ever going to love me? And loving yourself, what does that even mean? Like massages and selfies and that sort of thing? Because the more I think about it, the more it feels weird. I've always been taught that self-love was something to be feared. I'm supposed to love myself, but how do I even do that? Well, I've got a trick that I picked up from a friend who noticed that I was quick to defend her. When she would say something negative about herself, she would say, "I'm so dumb," and I would say, "You're so brilliant." She'd say, "I'm so weak," and I'd say, "You're so resilient." And when she said, "I feel ugly," I said, "You look beautiful." She asked me why I was so beautifully defending her constantly, but treating my own cup so irresponsibly. I was filling her up, but I was not doing that for myself. because when I looked in the mirror, my voice was quite clear. You're ugly, you're too thin, you're too fat, you've got a double chin. And that was when she gave me a piece of advice that changed my life. She gave me a hug and she said, treat yourself like someone you love. Treat yourself like someone you love. Now, I've been standing, but I need to be sitting. Because when she told me that, I realized I was who I had been looking for. And deep in my core, I knew that it was time for me to stop looking for more until I could look through all my fear and look into a mirror and see clearly that the person looking back at me was the only one who could make me happy. And I'm already enough. And I'm not any more special or unique than you are, and that is why I'm speaking to you this morning. You are already enough. And when you start to see that, you will start to be that, and your world will get brighter and your load will get lighter, and you can see that a life, that you can be a lover. You can be a lover in your life and not a fighter. And that life where you can give love freely and stop fighting so hard to be all these things that the people tell you that you should be, you deserve that because you're worth it. You are worth it. And there's no point in letting yourself keep forgetting that, because no matter what you say or do, you are perfect. God made you perfectly. And so today, I hope that I leave you with the thought that takes you away from the flaws that you see in your reflection. They aren't flaws to me. They're simply protection against all the doubts you have of your perfection. So start today. Start today. Take a good long look in the mirror and say, I am who I've been looking for. How much do you love yourself? Because if you understand the value of self-love, you'll never be friends with the types of people who are going to bring you down. Most of the people out here are running around empty. They have no sense of self, no sense of self-love. When I say self-love, it has nothing to do with celebrity, money, materialistic things, or all of the things that your negative mind could probably go to. We're all conditioned negatively. It is a practice to stop thinking that way. Love has nothing to do with looks, nothing to do with cars, or any of the superficial things that one would assume that you could make you love yourself even more, that you could use to love yourself even more. It's a matter of knowing your value. It's a matter of saying, I don't have to be around these people in these types of environments and situations in order for me to finally see the value in myself. I love me independent of you loving me. I believe in me. I know my self-worth. I am here and I have a purpose. There's no value in having wisdom, knowledge, or spirituality if you don't have love every day. No, I'm a work in progress. A person who can forgive nothing is a person who is totally destroyed psychologically and emotionally. Forgive your parents. Forgive any relationship that you've ever had that didn't work. Forget everyone else in your life that has ever hurt you in any way. Forgive yourself. That was my biggest challenge. Forgiveness is giving up the hope that the past could be any different. I think for myself, and I know for many of you, you think forgiving means accepting what has happened to you. Well, it is accepting that it has happened to you, not accepting that it was okay for it to happen. It is accepting that it has happened. And now what do I do about it? Forgiving is giving up the whole, not holding on, hoping or wishing that it could have been any other way than it actually was. Giving up the whole, that the past could be any different. And when I got that, I think it took me to the next level of being a better person, because I don't hold grudges for anything or any situation, and neither should you. It's letting go so that the past does not hold you prisoner. It doesn't hold you hostage anymore. See, life is cyclic. Whatever experience you're having right now, it's not come to stay. It's come to pass. Not to stay, just to pass. It's just going through. The biggest challenge is to know what's happening. This is part of this thing we call life. This too shall pass, and maintaining perspective, putting it in perspective. Let it go and begin to focus on developing yourself and your self-love. And I say to you, things are going to happen. And the most important thing to do is to harness your will and let it go and move so that you can grow, so that you can get on with your life. It doesn't matter what happens to you. What matters the most is what you're going to do about it. What are you going to do now? But if you want to begin to move into your own personal greatness, if you want to begin to really enjoy a happy, successful, healthy life, you've got to be willing to go against the tide. You've got to be willing to harness your will. So as you, in the process of reinventing your life, write a description of the kind of person that you want to be. What are the things that you must overcome? What qualities about your personality? You know that you're going to have to change because those particular characteristics are liabilities to you. What are your assets? What are your strong points? Looking at these things are all forms of self-love, because isn't this what we teach our children to do? Why do we not teach ourselves to do the same thing? Look at and evaluating yourself to make that determination. The other thing that we need in order to get out of a wreck is some coaching. Find some trusted critics, people that you know care about you, who love you. I hope that you're breathing in and out. I hope that you are letting the things that I've said sink in today. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of forgiveness, whether it be forgiveness that you are giving to someone else or to yourself. And you are worthy of the effort it takes to step into your greatness and change your life. If you teach your children to love themselves, to be kind to themselves, to be gentle with themselves, you need to practice those same things. Give yourself the same advice that you would give your child or someone that you love and care about, a niece, a nephew, someone that would be coming to you, looking to you for advice, what would you tell them? Would you tell them it's okay? You're doing great. Look at how far you've come. Whatever bad thing is going on in your life right now, that thing is not permanent. That thing will change. Give it just a little bit of time. And if you think positively, somehow the things that come your way tend to be more positive. Love yourself enough today to do that. Think positive, speak positive, and I promise your life will change. I want you to spend today and tomorrow loving yourself. Because if you can't love yourself, you can't really love anyone else. That's where happiness begins. Go out today and rule your thoughts. Rule your day. Love yourself. Have a wonderful, blessed day, everyone. You're loved.